And I just realized that I just got mail. I looked into my mail and I got this envelope of a friend. And I was like, what is this? My friend is living in the US. And I opened it and it's just like this Christmas card. It arrived a bit late. We are already in January, but still, this absolutely made my day because look how cute it is. Yay! The little doodles on here are so cute and it actually moves. And I think that I got like this physical Christmas card really made me remember that we should write more letters. This brings so much joy to me. She actually knows my taste, but this is such a cute gesture. So I will definitely text her and thank her. Today's the 6th of January and work has started again. And I must say it feels a little bit like after the summer break when we were still in school. Starting to go to school again, starting to work again. It's a bit weird and I think I have to get into the rhythm of working again, also to wake up early in the mornings because over the winter break I was just chilling and I slept in almost every day.
Schreibtisch. Das war mal euer Bonding, dass ihr Sachen gebastelt und gebaut habt.
Going out tonight, feeling alright. Gonna let it all hang. My heart is under arrest again, but I break loose. Giving me out for dead, but I can choose.
Hi there, I just watched another content creator and sometimes I just get those random boosts of motivation when I watch the content of other creators. And I just realized that lately I've been stuck in this circle where I'm creating content just to create content, and I don't think that's the purpose behind it. And I really miss the joy of just doing things for like pure joy without this thought of productivity or of the outcome, because I'm always thinking when I'm filming my videos or like my short form content, I'm always having in mind that I want it to be good, or sorry for the switch of light. I just have like this Google Chromecast screen on my TV right now. I hope it's not too distracting with the light changes, but yeah, I just miss the times where we did things simply because they brought us joy and simply because they were fun to do. And yeah, I just got out this really huge kind of sketchbook that I got years ago, and I didn't look into it for many years as well, I think. And I totally forgot what kind of things I put in here. Those are like super simple drawings that I have in here. But yeah, I just really felt inspired to make some art just for the joy of it, and it can be ugly as well. I don't really care. And I really want to paint something or like draw something. I'm using watercolors here, but I also thought maybe it's a good time to just talk a little bit. And also, there's been a lot on my mind lately. I'm also having PMS right now, so I'm just in a like overthinking phase and I'm questioning a lot. I can be quite existential at times, and I know that it can be good because I get like waves of inspiration, but sometimes it's also a little bit overwhelming. So yeah, I just clipped my mic onto my shirt and I have absolutely no idea what I want to paint. Like these are like proper watercolor colors. You know, one thing that I've been thinking about a lot lately is my job, because of course I like my job, and I mean, it's like the first full-time job that I have. And I think it's not about my job specifically, but it's also just about the purpose of it all, because I think it's kind of normal that nowadays, especially if you work in a field like me, like in media or communications, or you have just like an office job, it's normal to have jobs where you are in front of the computer 8 hours a day. And I mean, sometimes I also do like events and talk to people in real life or have like meetings. But I think I'm in this job now for 1 year and a half, and I can feel that I am questioning like the whole purpose of this corporate ladder that everybody wants to climb. And I realized I thought that I'm a person who's sometimes like fine with whatever. This might sound a bit random, but you know, I'm very good at adapting, and I think that I thought that maybe the corporate ladder would also be something for me. Maybe I could test it out. Maybe, who knows, maybe I find fulfillment in like climbing that ladder. But the more I'm working, the more I realize that that's not what I find fulfillment in. And I've been thinking how I want 2026 to go. And if I wanted to continue like the last 1.5 years, and I'm craving change, and I think I'm craving change for quite a long time now. And I've actually been thinking about doing like a work and travel thing, because I mean, I was in Australia last year for like a bigger vacation, but I know some people there, so I have some context there. And it was only a vacation. I think what I'm really craving is to stay at another place than Berlin for like a longer time period, and to just start like a new chapter of my life. And I know that I have a lot of pressure inside of me that I really want to have lived my life properly. And I'm one of those persons who realizes while time passes, that time passes. And it can be a gift, because I know that I want to do a lot, and I know that there's always going to be this drive, but sometimes it's also like this internal pressure, almost like a given timeline that I have to follow. You know, I have to make my 20s fun. I have to travel in my 20s, because later on it's going to be too late and I'm going to be like too old for stuff. I know that this is not true. I know that this is bullshit. You can also travel when you're in your 30s or 40s, or especially nowadays, those like timelines have shifted, and you know, 30 is the new 20, they say. But still, with the working holiday visum for Australia, for a fact, it's only possible to do it until you're 30. I'm just like considering doing something like that again. And if not Australia, if I would want to plan another bigger like solo travel adventure, because I think before starting a new job and falling into the same pattern of working full time, maybe it would be good for me to take like a break in between, or give myself the permission or the time to explore and also to get to know myself even a little bit better. I was born in Berlin and I know the city since I was a child. So I really think when I say that I've seen a lot of Berlin, that's like true. That's a fact, because I know the city so, so well. I know how privileged I am to say this, and I know that these are also like not real problems. But sometimes I'm a little bit sick of my battery just died. But what I wanted to say is that sometimes I'm just sick of Berlin. And it's funny because today I had a call with a friend who lives abroad and she just wishes to live in Berlin so badly right now. So it really is also a thing of perspective, I guess, like everything is. But yeah, let's see.